Hello everyone, I am Vedant Sawant, welcomes you all on behalf of our project Transmission Modes of Data Communication, which comes in the course Data Communication and Computer Network. Let's have introduction about our group. We are from class SYCMSS Semester 4. Our group members are Rutuja Pawar, Harshada Patil, Arafat Sheikh and me Vedant Sawant. Our micro project is sincerely guided by Miss Y.U. Kadam ma'am. Contents of the video are: at first we'll have introduction on transmission modes, then different types of transmission modes will be discussed, that are simplex mode, half-duplex mode, full-duplex mode, and then comparison, advantages and real life examples of all these types will be discussed. What actually transmission mode is? It is the mechanism in which data is transmitted from one device to another device. It is also known as communication mode, in which data is transmitted from one device to another device through a mode, and it decides the direction of data in which the data needs to be traveled to reach the receiver system. Now Arafat will explain simplex transmission.
In simplex transmission, data is sent in one direction only. For example, a one-way street where traffic can drive in one direction down it. An example is a television broadcast where data is transmitted to receiving televisions, so only one-way transmission takes place. Another example of simplex transmission is data being sent from a computer to a printer. Here, data is sent only in one direction. Over to you, Vedant.
Next type is half-duplex transmission, in which data is sent in both directions, but only one direction at a time. So, if computer A is sending data to computer B has to wait until computer A has done. That is, data flows in one direction at a time. Best example of half-duplex is just like how walkie-talkie works. With walkie-talkie, a person has to press a button if they want to talk to transmit their voice to other person. And while the button is pressed, information is only going in one direction, so they can't hear the other person. They would have to release the button in order to receive the other person's transmission. Further, I nominate Rutuja to explain next type.
The next type is a full duplex transmission. Data is sent in both directions at same time. An example is telephone conversation, where both people can speak to each other at same time. Another example is broadband connection to a phone line. Over to you, Harshada.
So, as a real life example of comparison between simplex, half-duplex and full-duplex, we can use an analogy of highway, where you have cars that travel only in one way direction can be considered as simplex data transmission. Where you have cars that across an area, so in a half-duplex, the cars would all have to share single lane on the highway, and that lane allows traffic in one direction at a time. But in a full duplex, the cars don't have to wait, because you can compare full duplex as having two-lane highway. Each lane is dedicated for a direction. The cars that are traveling in the opposite direction have their own dedicated lane as they travel to their destination. Let's have logical comparison among all three types. On the basis of type of communication, simplex is unidirectional, whereas half-duplex and full-duplex are bidirectional. In simplex, exchange of data can be done only from one side, that is, only sender can send the data. But in half-duplex, sender can send as well as receive data one at a time, whereas in full-duplex, this can be done simultaneously. Talking about performance, simplex have least performance, half-duplex have better, and full-duplex has best performance as data can be sent and received simultaneously. Advantages: simplex uses entire capacity of the channel to send data in one direction. Half-duplex is used to conserve bandwidth as only a single communication channel is needed, which is shared alternatively, whereas full-duplex is used when communication in both directions is required all the time. This was all about comparison among simplex, half-duplex and full-duplex transmission modes.
Thank you for giving time to watch this video.